Hey there everybody, it's Mike DeLisio with another Dice Tower Daily Unboxing. Today we're going to be taking a look at Marvel X-Men Mutant Insurrection. A fantasy flight game, 1 to 2 hours, 1 to 6 players, co-op. Fight for the future. Battle against evil villains as your favorite heroes to defend mutant kind. Calling all mutants. Professor Xavier needs your help. Become the X-Men and battle to protect humanity. All right, so a cooperative game in the X-Men universe. Sounds interesting to me. All right, let's take a look at our rule book. We've got our components. You can assemble the Blackbird. I will not do that on camera. That would be a recipe for disaster. Here's our setup, step by step with an illustrated example here at the bottom. Basic concepts, you've got your dice, missions, threat, plots, health, and damage. And it says that playing X-Men Mutant Insurrection is played over multiple rounds, consisting each of 4 phases. The deploy phase, the mission phase, the threat phase, and the regroup phase. And then it goes into more detail about each of the phases here. Winning the game, the heroes reach the end of the game by progressing the story of the plot they are playing. The plot card begins the story by putting a specific story card into play, such as Xavier's Dream and the recommended first plot. Each plot concludes with a final showdown against the plot's main villain. When the heroes complete the showdown's missions, they defeat the villain and win the game. Hooray! Or, more likely if I'm playing, losing the game. One of the following occurs. Heroes raise threat beyond space 15 of the threat track. Heroes must draw a red threat card, but there are no threat cards remaining, or during the showdown, all heroes have been knocked out. Aha, so attempting mission, this is going to be the dice rolling part. Probably a big part of the game, I would imagine, is the dice rolling and mitigation and things along those lines. All of the different steps there, checking your outcomes. We've got our story cards, going into more detail about all of those. Here's that showdown that's going to happen, the cinematic, or I should say, climactic battle against the plot's main villain. All right, we got some additional abilities here. Going into more detail, special terminology, solo play here, and then some clarifications. All right, well, let's take a look at the components that are here. We've got some cardboard components here. I will open up these, and I'm not going to unpunch anything. I'm just going to kind of show you the cardboard sheets so that you can get an idea of what we have going on. I might just punch one thing out to give you an idea of the thickness of it, but otherwise, I'll just show you the actual cardboard sheets. Okay, so for example, here's one of them here. Let's punch out one of the characters. All right, and you can see the art there. And here's the big ship construct and the threat track and a number of tokens. And we've got our standees and custom dice here. So standees I'm not as interested in, but these custom dice I'm interested in. So we've got red, yellow, and blue, and I've got an example, multiple examples of each of them here. You can see these are custom etched dice. Those are very nice and chunky dice, and a whole bunch of cards. So we've got some larger kind of tarot size cards and more standard cards. Let's look at those first. All right, so here you've got Angel with the aerial attack, Armor, Beast, Colossus, Cyclops, Forge, Gambit, Iceman, Jubilee, Magic, Phoenix, Rogue, Shadowcat, Storm, Wolverine, X-23. That's a whole lot of X-Men there. Okay. Got friendship on one side, bitterness on the other side. Oof. Devotion, love, regret, camaraderie, betrayal. 2 sides of a card here. Trust and suspicion. Then you got some player aid cards. Looks to be maybe some event type cards. Here are some threats, sentinels, vicious scheme. All right, you can kind of get an idea of the art and the iconography, the design, utilizing kind of the classic X-Men comic style. Okay, let's take a look here at the larger sized cards. Trying to close this one up. All right, so we've got Xavier's Office, Cerebro, Danger Room, Young Mutant. All right, so a lot of these cards. There's the Blob. Avalanche, Pyro. There's a lot of cards in here. Juggernaut, Mystique, Magneto. All right, so if you're a fan of the X-Men, I think this is going to be very appealing to you because it looks like it's kind of diving deep into the X-Men lore. Got some of the larger cards for the characters as well. Their abilities seem to be thematic. Rogue with power absorption and Shadowcat with phasing. Storm has weather control. All right, and I'm assuming these are the plots, maybe. I'm not positive, but anyway, so I think that gives us a pretty good idea of what you're going to find inside the box of Marvel X-Men Mutant Insurrection. Thank you for watching another Dice Tower Daily Unboxing.